night. Anxious to see Chris Robinson, who hasn't been on the show in years. I mean, used to have the Black Crowes on, I don't know, before they hit it real big.
Yeah.
And then hadn't heard from him in years and years and years. And then the other night, I'd say about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, I went down to a Black Crowes concert. It's a great show. I didn't get to even see the whole thing.
I saw them in concert last year when they were touring with Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, I went down there. I brought Jackie and Nancy with me, but...
Old friends?
Old friends. My family.
Your peeps.
Yeah, my peeps. I didn't know, I swear to you, I didn't know Chris had a whole thing going with John Popper.
Who would know? How could you be upset with John?
I know.
I feel sorry for John.
John felt bad. But evidently there was some kind of problem. But Chris is a pretty feisty character. He has problems with his own brother.
I know.
You bringing the guys in, guys, or...?
No, we're just going to talk about them.
I like talking about the Black Crowes.
They're not here anymore.
And Chris, of course, there's a whole bunch of hubbub because he married Kate Hudson, Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Everybody's still wondering how you pulled that off.
There he is. There's Chris. Hey, Chris.
Look at you.
What's happening? Look at you.
Hey there.
So you're rock star skinny, man. I got to get down. I got to get my weight down.
He's always been. In fact, he's gained a little weight.
Makes me crazy. Hi, Steve.
I will.
Yeah, that's not his brother, Chris.
No. That's not Chris's brother. That's Steve. Steve's the drummer for the Black Crowes.
My brother couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, right. You still not get along with that dude? I mean...
He's all right.
Yeah. It's a pain in the ass.
I mean, we've done, I don't know, a couple thousand shows, a few hundred songs. Last 15 years, we get along okay.
It's so weird, too, because, I mean, there's a guy that you clearly get along with musically. You're in sync. Because, you know, just because he's your brother doesn't mean you're going to get along with him.
Yeah, that you have to like him.
But then the guy's, you know, he's just a pain in the ass.
Well, that's him.
Are you?
I mean, you know him?
No, I don't know him, but...
Wait a minute. Usually it's the lead singer who's the pain in the ass.
But it's always, you know, you never know. But we had the guy from Oasis in here, you know.
Which one? Liam?
Liam. No, Noel, the rational one.
The rational one.
You know, and Noel was in here, and he just said, I wanted to bring Liam in, and Noel sits down with an acoustic guitar, starts to sing all their hits. It was beautiful. It was great.
You love the hits, by the way. I
love the hits. Why shouldn't I?
It's a hit parade, this show. I heard the Paul McCartney stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Paul had some good solo material.
Come on, all of you, please. That was a lot of great songs on the first few Wings records.
There were. I love Wings.
Listen to what the man says.
I know.
I agree with you.
It's good.
You know,
I mean,
the other ones...
There were some good ones. There was a lot of clunkers, though.
Yeah, there were clunkers.
A lot of clunkers.
Full immunity. Back off, he was in the Beatles.
That's true. That is true.
That's
and
I
called him Sir Paul way before anybody else.
And let me say something. You talk about great love stories. You got to watch this show on Friday night on ABC because I got a tape of it. This guy, I mean, he loved that woman. I don't think there's
in death.
I don't think there is a man who could love a woman more than Paul McCartney. I admire this guy.
No, those records really are. I mean, the early records are all about that. I mean, they really are. I mean, I hate to be ultra sensitive, but they're the most beautiful things in the world.
I mean, and the guy really lived it. I mean, my marriage just broke up, and I'm like, damn, why couldn't I be like Paul McCartney?
Because you have intimacy problems, obviously.
Yeah, evidently,
that's what I was saying. He actually
did. As opposed to talking.
I get scared.
Try singing more. It's nice. It beats talking.
You got to listen to me sing, man. It's bad.
That was a joke.
Very, very
bad. You were
bad.
singing some Paul McCartney. You know, you have that same
tone.
Register, yeah.
And I have the same register as Linda.
Wait a minute. Did you hear his whole Steppenwolf, Kansas concert?
Oh, my God.
It's been a very musical show. So I was describing that before. I got to ask you about this new feud, but, you know, I was describing the night I went to your concert.
Right.
You did it was like an informal concert. They even said, this is the way they build it. It was going to be like a wedding party. Chris Robinson was having, you just married Kate Hudson.
What are they, a record company acting like a bunch of whores?
Yeah. They go,
get out of town.
I swear to God, they call me up, they go, it's a wedding party for Chris Robinson and Kate Hudson. I go, what do you mean a wedding party? I don't really know them all. I met your wife once.
Yeah, and you know what? We're registered at Tiffany's, Howard. So
right. So I go, wait a second. I go, wait a second. And what goes on at this party? They go, well, Goldie Hawn's going to be there. I go, yeah. So
Mother of the bride.
It's going to be, wait, and they go, Black Crowes are going to play. For a small crowd. I go, yeah. Goldie Hawn's going to be there. I go, yeah, I get to hobnob with Goldie Hawn. I go, yeah. And, Liv Tyler's going to be there. And this one's going to be, that one's going to be there. So that just sounds like a good night. Sure, I'd love to go. And it was a weekend night. I could go.
They told me the Knicks were coming. That's why.
Yeah, right.
You showed up for that.
That's ridiculous.
So I show up and I'm like, hey, when am I going to be talking to Goldie Hawn?
Yeah, where's Goldie?
So I look down, and the whole band is doing their thing. It was a great concert. But Goldie's she's downstairs with the band, and she's like dancing.
Wasn't she like off on the side of the stage or something?
Kate wasn't there. Goldie's there.
Kate was working. My mom came in for the gig.
Well, do you really need the wife for a wedding party?
No.
Yeah.
Who needs her?
Yeah, that's how it was.
And Goldie's shaking her ass, and I'm going, I wonder if Chris is double teaming the whole family. I swear to God, I mean, she loves you. The mother loves you. But it wasn't always like that.
We thought when Kate and I first got together and we ended up in like tabloids and stuff, and I was like, we should, get like a hat, and we'll go into a restaurant and we'll set it up. So it's, one day we'll turn around, it's me and Kate. Then the next week, it'll be me and Goldie. Then the capper will be me and Kurt.
Yeah. I could see that.
You're doing the whole family.
Yeah, come on.
I read some tabloid thing where you accidentally grabbed Goldie's ass. You thought it was Kate. Because they kind of look similar turned around. You know what I mean?
It's called genetics.
Yeah, they got that ass.
Did you do that?
Did you do that? Did you accidentally grab her ass?
Oh, yeah, if it's in a tabloid, it happened. I mean, that's where we are in America now. It had to happen.
It didn't happen?
If they write it, it happens.
Oh, it did, I tell you.
They got great asses.
They sure do, Artie.
Yeah.
Hey, so to clear one thing up for me before I get back to your amazing new life here. So what was with John Popper? I had no idea you guys.
I mean, I don't. I just don't care to be. No, I don't care that much. I just don't care to be around him. I don't like his band. I don't like what they do. I don't like him. We did the Horde tour. We did the Horde tour in 1995, which was like their thing, but. That year, it was the most successful concert tour. We were on it.
Right.
Yeah.
We basically took the tour over, put a bunch of acts on that we wanted. We put the ticket prices the way we wanted so more people could come. And afterwards, he ran his mouth about our band. It's like, hey, Haas, play the harmonica. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to hear that about... I mean, it was one thing for us to go play with a subpar group like that anyway. You know what I mean? But we got paid so handsomely, I could put up with listening to them from my luxury dressing room every night.
Really?
Yes.
So it gets ugly in rock and roll. You're very outspoken. You've never said like I remember there was what the hell was the band that you were really pissed off at some band. I'll tell you what it is. I got it in my notes. I got
the Salvation Army?
No. It wasn't the Salvation Army. Hold on a second.
Oh man!
I'll tell you what it was. Okay. Hold on a second here. All right. Oasis you get along with because you're going to be touring with those guys, right?
Yeah.
You're all right with them. There was some band, and I can't remember. I know Jimmy Page you dig.
Yeah, he was touring with the Black Crowes
yeah,
for
right.
a while.
But you're very...
there are plenty of people we dig. In fact, far more than we take the time to, worry about.
But you're one of those guys...
But you know what I mean? The thing is, we're so happy to be here.
No,
by the way, we have our new album, Lions. It's out today.
Yeah, and you've always... you hated... I'll tell you who you hated.
Oh.
I'll tell you who you hated.
Who's ZZ Top or something?
ZZ Top, yeah. You hate those guys.
No, well, we don't... They fired us. What do we... You know what I mean? Why? Because at the time... This was way back in the early 90s before everybody sold out. You know what I mean? When there was still some sort of, scent in the air that music meant something other than, oh, my God, look how famous I am. And you know what I mean?
Right.
And I made a comment about they were sponsored by Miller Beer, and I was like, wow, I didn't really understand the ways of the world as far as corporate sponsorship goes, and we've never really been involved in that.
You guys have never, ever sold out your music to a commercial? You never sell your music?
And the bitch of it is we're ready now. You know what I mean? We're ready. We're ready for the big payday.
Call, right?
But because of our politics, I guess we got to wait another 15 years before we can cash in.
So your beef is you were on the Horde tour, you were a big draw on the Horde tour, and you didn't get paid? Or?
No, we had a great time. It's just afterwards.
Popper popped his mouth off too much.
What did he say?
He had a problem with the fact. Well, I don't know what his problem was. What he said was that they compromised their integrity by having us, and that we were only there because we were a strong ticket seller in the southern markets.
Oh man!
So literally, you know what I mean? Like, come on,
no need.
Please, like, let's. I mean, my whole point is this: like, music is such an important part and such a huge commitment in our lives that I don't find it necessary for pleasantries. I don't find it necessary to go, hey, John. Yeah. You know what I mean? Screw you, Tubbs. Take a walk. You know what I mean? You badmouth my band, and you think that's my family and my life.
That band's your whole life.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So just because you're a novelty act doesn't mean we all treat music like that.
You called him a circus act, I think. I think that was the quote that I read.
I think I mentioned something about circus peanuts. I don't know about that.
Well, John has lost a lot of weight.
That's great for him. That's awesome.
He had a stomach.
Anyway, I'm married to Kate Hudson, Howard. So
let's get back to that. Yeah. I met Kate Hudson. But before I get into it, I met Kate Hudson at a party.
You know what?
At Rick Rubin's house.
But also, she was on the show when all of you
were drunk.
Yes.
My goodness.
That was a dirty show.
And she would not put out for me. Yeah. That really pissed me off. You ought to talk to her about that.
I wonder what it was. That was before she recognized your intimacy problems, and you know what? And it's true, and that probably stems from some issues with your mother.
What do you mean she recognized my intimacy problems?
She knows these things. Goldie's very wise and sees things, and we were talking about genetics. Of course, somebody had to mention my wife's ass. That's good.
What Kate said that.
That's good. Enjoy it from the bleachers.
I mean, when Kate met me, she thought I had intimacy problems. She picked that up right away.
No, I'm just still sticking with
you. You are.
Howard, you don't really think they sat around and talked about that.
I would be so happy if you guys sat around and talked about me. You have no idea.
We do.
I met Kate at Rick Rubin's house, a small gathering of people. I didn't know that Kate was Goldie Hawn's
a small
daughter.
Gathering of sycophants or people?
Sycophants.
Thank you.
And
it's Rick Rubin. He doesn't have any friends. You know what I mean? Like, you come over, you have a nice spread, some lox, bagels. He gives everyone $150, and everyone's fine.
It was all people who were either up and coming, but nobody who was dropping off the show business.
That's right.
Always up and coming people.
Of course, man. It's got to be ultra hip.
Right. Well, you don't like Rick, right?
He's disgusting.
You don't like him?
Well, he owns a record company. You know what I mean? We were just on tour with Bob Dylan and Willie Nelson and doing, those are the guys I like. People like Rick Rubin just make money off of people who have talent. But doesn't Rick produce
the records? I mean,
not ours. I don't know. He produced some records.
Yeah, so I mean, he must collaborate with bands and stuff as he produces the records.
I think he collaborates with people who know how to make records, and he has enough money to stick his name on whatever he wants.
Wow, man, you got some balls on you. So
I'm scared of Rick Rubin all the time. I'm telling you how the music business is. That's what I'm saying.
I love this. I love honesty. I've been known to be honest.
That's what I hear.
Yeah, believe me.
Well, then let's get back to the intimacy. What is it with you?
All right. What do you mean I have an intimacy issue? What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, it's the thing, I could tell you were getting a little choked up when you think about Paul and Linda. I do. And then you and your wife, you have some problems. It's tough.
Some problems? We're not living together anymore.
It's divorce.
It's divorce. We've got a big problem. Listen to me.
We're listening.
I met Kate at a party.
Yes.
Were you still married?
No.
Oh.
I was single.
Oh.
Timeline. Deposition timeline.
Right,
you know what?
Wait, right.
Maybe I was married.
Check with the lawyers.
I was single.
And this was before today when our album's in the stores, right?
Yeah. Okay. And this was before she met you, Chris. Chris, this is before she met you.
And you swept her off her feet.
No. And
I shoved her out of the way in the line for the bathroom.
By the way, John Popper is on the phone. I won't put him on if you don't want me to, but he says he never said anything about you guys.
To be honest, I mean, here's the thing. The thing is, I don't care. And I mean, I don't care enough to say hi. You know what I mean? That's really it. I'd like to think, like I'm saying, I am an honest person, and honestly, I don't care to be around people like that. You know what I mean?
But if he didn't say it, he's not a person like that.
Well, if he didn't say it, then he's a bigger idiot than he pretends to be. You know what I mean? If you didn't say it, then why did you know what I mean? That's the same thing. We were talking about it. It's like the tabloids.
Right.
Like when I was fondling my mother-in-law.
Right. So you did not fondle your mother-in-law?
No.
Oh, that's got to be fun, though.
We had brunch.
I can't imagine the lifestyle. Like, you get to go over to the Malibu compound and hang out. Aspen. There's a house in Aspen.
Everything's a compound.
I mean, Goldie Hawn is a mother-in-law. Kate, the beautiful daughter. Get to hang around with all the famous people, man. It's got to be great.
Yeah, you're going to the award show.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, my God.
I feel bad for you, though. I feel bad for you when you go to the award show. You do not look like you want to be there. You don't.
That's so funny.
That's not so bad, really.
Really? Because you got to get on a suit, and you're standing there, and you're the only guy with long hair there.
Red carpet thing.
It's just not, it's just a pain.
I mean, yeah, me and, all the, stylists for the other people. They're the only other people with long hair. Yeah, so I, sit on the side, and I'm like, oh, my God, tell me she didn't wear that.
Yeah, and I'm watching E! Television, and they're like, well, Chris's long hair has got to go. I mean, with that suit, he should be wearing
Joan Rivers is commenting.
It's got to be a little bit of
by the time Joan Rivers is discussing Chris Robinson's hair, there's no point. What makes sense anymore?
Well, Chris does have some good hair, we got to be honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
amazing what they're doing these days.
Well, if E! Television says it, I'm going to cut it today.
A lot of guys are angry,
today,
though.
What?
I know.
Release day of Lions?
Oh, right. I know Lions is out. I'm going to play some of that. But
I wasn't sure if you were aware.
Blackcrows.com. So, what I...
Excuse me while I open another Miller Lite.
Yeah. So,
that's worth about $5,000 in the mail, probably.
Let me understand something. So, what is it, John?
Should I tell John Papa to hang up?
Yeah, tell him to hang up. The boys don't want to speak to him. What can I say?
How's the softball team, man?
I saw Chris play softball. Remember you got you hit and then you wiped out around first base?
You did, too. Let me tell you, did I wipe out? Here's a story my wife tells, speaking of that. Yeah. We go down to the 3 of Cups softball thing. Stuttering John's out there. I haven't played softball in a long time in one of the beautiful New York City parks, as if it's Yankee Stadium.
Right.
So you round first base and spill because why?
Because there's a hole in the field.
The sand's deep there. So every time Kate has a belly roll over the face. You fell down in front of everyone. I'm like,
you were running to first base.
So did Stuttering John. He's a big celebrity in this city. He fell down first.
I never play any sports in front of girls. I don't play softball in front of girls because I suck.
Hey, Chris, can we clear up something?
You go ahead.
You remember we were at 3 Cups and I asked you to come down and smoke a doobie?
Yeah.
And then you go, oh, no.
You were drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk.
Yes, you were. You were
yes, he was.
No, I wasn't.
John,
you said to me, I'll do the baby weed thing. You said, I don't do the baby weed thing. But if you want some real stuff...
No, you know what I probably told you? I don't do the frat boy thing.
No, you said baby weed.
Did I? But you know what? I imagine if I remember what you're saying. You're so sensitive.
I am.
And the thing is...
why is a beacon of sensitivity? Again.
Oh, because I came over to your table and like all you guys...
What do you want him to do? He didn't want to smoke weed with you.
I know. Literally.
Baby weed, like it was like I would offer you baby weed or whatever that is.
I know. I don't know what that is either. I've never said those two words together.
Baby weed.
I promise you did.
Now somebody will say, Chris Robinson was on Howard Stern and said infants should smoke pot.
Now, wait a second, Chris. Talk about your amazing life now. What is the day like? I mean, Kate Hudson.
Oh, my God.
Where did you meet her?
Tell us your love story.
Let me tell you.
And then we'll play some of your music.
It's unbelievable. We get up. We go to the gym. Yakov Smirnoff's there.
Yeah, nice.
We have lunch with Stockard Channing. I mean, it's big stars.
No, big stars. I think Kate is cute.
Go skiing with Regis.
I met her at Rick's house at a party. This is before you met her. And I thought she might have been interested in me because
of how much money you have?
Because
you're delusional?
No, not because because I'm delusional. All right, just insult me. So anyway, I thought she might have because we were talking, and she said, hey, when I come to New York, let's get together. I wasn't being aggressive or anything. I said, hey, that'd be great. She's 20 years old, though. She's too young for me. I go with 22-year-olds. So
she's 22. Oh, this was a couple of years ago.
It's a couple of years ago. So I was like, wow, she wants to get together with me. I was sitting by the phone waiting. You know what I mean? That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, you were very excited.
Cut to a picture of Howard all alone in his mansion.
Waiting for the phone.
Sitting like...
I was excited.
So he's like naked in Elvis sunglasses.
I mean, maybe she... And then like when I read in the paper that she was going out with you, I said, gee, I mean, we don't look that dissimilar. Let's face it. I mean, we both got that look. And whatever that is. I hate to tell you.
Chris, did you know that?
Yeah.
What look is this?
You know what look it is. It ain't a great
Does this have something to do with Eastern Europe?
You know what it is. We have like odd good looks.
Well, you got the dark glasses, the long hair.
Offbeat good looks. That's what my mother would call
Exactly.
them.
I'm not Brad Pitt either.
You're pretty good looking for an ugly guy.
Right. I have a look. I put together a look.
Right.
So I thought, gee, maybe Kate would have been into me, but Chris obviously swept in on that and swooped in on it like an eagle and took over. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
he didn't
I'm happy
wait for her to call.
Yeah, because I was in the mood to get married again, so it's good. So you are having this fantasy life. Not only are you a rock star, but you got the famous girlfriend, wife, and an amazing in-laws. I'm sure you don't even deal with your own parents anymore. I mean,
no, never.
You've taken Goldie as your parent.
Oh, of course, totally.
Now, Goldie didn't like you at first, right? I mean...
my God, literally. We're assuming everything.
No, I know that's true.
From the, and Bat Boy has escaped again. You know what I mean?
Goldie did not like you at first. Be honest.
That's not true at all.
Oh, come on.
The first time I met Goldie, we were on tour with Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. Who's a good friend of mine.
Good show. Good show.
Thanty you.
Yeah. You were there, Artie?
Yeah, I saw a great show.
Yeah.
And we were down in Washington doing the gig, and they came down, and it was
cool.
Yeah, we've never had any.
Really?
I mean, to be honest, the fantasy life and the show, you know what I mean? Like, Kate is an unbelievably talented actress,
now,
and her family are I met them once.
But have you met
at the wedding, and that was it.
What do you mean you met them once?
No, I was kidding.
Oh, all right.
And it's just the most normal, like, cool family in the world. They just happen to be like these icons.
Have you met Kate's father?
Her real dad?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't even at the wedding.
Her father, Bill father is Kurt. I mean, Kurt raised her.
I know that, but she has a father.
And plus, Kurt's more famous. I'd rather have him as a father, too.
Yeah, totally. Hudson guy.
Yeah. Kurt, you're my father, dude.
Yeah.
I'd rather take him over Bill Hudson. Who's Bill Hudson?
Yeah.
I never even heard of this guy.
The Hudson brothers or Snake Plissken. I'm going with Snake.
Right. Man, so now... You get invited to all these cool parties, all these showbiz people.
Constantly, man.
Who are your new friends? Please share with us.
Donald Trump.
No, come on. Who are your new friends?
I don't have any new friends.
Kate has friends.
Now, how did the band feel when you scored?
I used to have Chris's phone number.
Right.
I don't anymore.
Right?
I know.
See?
No.
You've changed, man. You've changed. You know what? It's about. I think they were happy. They were like, it's about time you changed.
Yeah. Isn't the temptation, though? Isn't the temptation?
Stop calling me every day.
I know you got the new album out. You got the new album lines. It goes in the stores today. But isn't the temptation to just let Kate work? And then you can just hang out and relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. That's how I've always viewed my career.
Is she home a lot now? You're on the road all the time. When do you guys have time for a marriage, honestly? I mean,
it's true. I mean, the best thing about what we do is she was just out with me for 2 weeks going insane.
Right, on tour?
Yeah.
What, really? She didn't like it?
No, she loves it. She loves it.
Why?
But see, the thing is, like, after we got married, I wasn't working. We'd finished the album.
Right.
And I was in London with her for 2 months, you know what I mean? So when she's not working, she has all that time. She could come with me when she's not working.
You guys have a great lifestyle. See, I never get any chunk of time.
You know what it's called? I'm gonna be honest here. What it's called? It's called, honestly, being in love and no other agenda. And we don't really want, you know what I mean? It's not like... some bizarre thing like, wow, baby, you don't understand the pressures of being famous. The pressures, you know what I mean? It's like, it's none of that.
Come on, together, you're a famous couple. There's something very attractive about that. To any performer, there's a security in that.
Showbiz.
If somebody's career is down, the other one is up, the other one's up, the other one's down. It's very nice. It's a nice security blanket. Am I right or am I wrong? Steve, I'm right.
Well, I mean, the fame thing broke up my first 2 marriages.
Really?
Oh, you mean you've been married more than once?
Oh,
who'd you marry that was famous?
Famous?
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I've been married once.
What have you got going on?
And what is this? You exchange? I'm not even sure you're really married. You exchange wedding vows in front of a shaman, Uta?
A Ute shaman Indian from Colorado.
That ain't a marriage.
Oh, so you're not married.
You might not be.
Out west it is.
You know what?
maybe not in Long Island.
Yeah, Long Island, you're not married.
There are
that might be like that Mick Jagger, Jerry Hall.
Wait. What?
I said there are 7 states at least that
Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall were married by his accountant.
Right.
It's much different than a shaman.
Now, what is a shaman? What is that? Is that a Jewish thing? What is that?
Come on. Sit in the smoke lodge?
That's a furrier. It's much different.
Oh, okay. Well, why a shaman?
And his name was Murray.
Were you naked when you got married?
No, it was freezing cold in New Year's Eve in Aspen. He is a Ute Indian shaman, mystic. He's in touch with Mother Earth and the spirit world. And,
whose idea was this?
It was our idea.
It's got to be Chris. Chris is into that stuff. He's wearing beads and stuff. I'm telling you.
Sandals, you know.
Chris, that was Chris's idea.
He don't smoke no baby weed, that guy.
Yeah, right.
Never.
No, the shaman's got the real thing.
Now I got some toddler acid on me, but
I heard after the ceremony, Goldie wrapped a blanket around the 2 of you to symbolize that you were now one.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's don't forget Stan and Nancy Robinson, my parents, who aren't very
who are
famous.
they?
Yeah, they were there, too. I love you, Mom.
Did they have to sit in the back so Goldie wouldn't be offended?
They got to watch the ceremony on a TV outside.
Right.
We sent them a video.
Man, that whole wedding sounds like Dances with Wolves. I mean, it was wild.
Really?
Kevin Costner wasn't there.
Who else was there? What famous people?
Exception of the wolves and the dancing.
What famous people? Was the band at the wedding? Steve, were you there?
I was there.
Okay. Was there other famous people at the wedding?
The only celebrities we could get were Kurt and Goldie. It was
That's
unbelievable.
it. How sad.
And the Black Crowes.
Yeah, that was it.
That's unbelievable. And
it was small. They were really only 60 people. It was just, closest friends.
What was your wedding song? You're a musician. I mean, there's got to be some sort of...
Lay Lady Lay.
Bob really?
Dylan. Yeah.
Lay, lay, lay. Because you're going to lay her a lot. Cool.
Nice.
Hey,
Howard.
What else? What is Lay Lady Lay?
I can't believe she didn't call you while you were waiting on the phone, masturbating in Elvis glasses.
You walked down the aisle to Lay Lady Lay?
Watching videotapes of Wheel of Fortune.
Was that your first dance, Lay Lady Lay? Is that
that was our song.
Because that's Lay Lady Lay, let me lay you across my big brass bed.
Yeah.
I thought it was get your ass in this bed. Bob changed the lyrics.
It's about banging chicks.
Where'd you go on your honeymoon?
We haven't been on our honeymoon yet.
Yeah, because life is one
Life's
big
a
honeymoon.
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 Aspen, what the hell?
Honeymoon.
You been to Goldie's house in Aspen?
We went to the Jersey Shore.
You been to Goldie's house in Aspen?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's where you got married.
That's where we're married. It's Kate's house, too.
It is?
Yeah. It's family.
Oh, what a family.
It just happens to be that they are incredibly...
That must be
This
sweet.
Christmas, can I come down to Aspen with you and Kate and I can bring my friends?
Yeah, me too.
What's your number?
Please.
Just give us the number.
Can I give you my number? I swear to God, I'm such a good friend. I'll stay out of the way.
Does Kate have any hot college friends?
Yeah.
The hot college friends.
Kate, Kate showed up.
Sorority sisters?
The party I was at Rick's, Kate was there with Bijou Phillips and Estero. Nice. And I got to tell you something, man.
Estero Mastel?
You know Estero. You don't know Estero?
Mastel.
No.
She's a good singer. You should check out her music.
Yeah.
And Bijou was there, but Kate hates Bijou.
I think it's 1969, man. So, rock on, brother.
Kate hates Bijou, and Bijou hates Kate.
Yeah, I understand they didn't get along well in that movie.
No. They got on each other's balls. So anyway.
Each other's balls.
Yeah. All right, anyway, the Black Crowes...
You know some more stuff you're not telling us.
No, they didn't like each other during the filming of Almost Famous, quite frankly.
They got balls?
Yeah, they both have balls.
Showbiz, you have to have balls.
Does Kate come into the studio when you record the new album, when you recorded live?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No one comes in.
Is that true?
No.
Why?
Not.
But maybe
ridiculous.
When you were dating her, isn't that a cool move to bring your girlfriend into the studio so she could see you in your full power?
Let me tell you something about the Black Crowes.
Those sort of things went away for us. That's when you're doing a demo.
I don't believe it.
You've never been signed.
Howard,
when you think it's cool. I'm bringing.
Howard thinks every band's like Band on the Run on VH1. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me you didn't get into this for girls. Come on, guys. We all know what.
Maybe there was a small motivating factor when you look like I do.
In the 80s, when you start a band, girl, this is, it's been quite a a while now. So what you're saying is...
Wait a minute, is he now writing every song
by the way,
for Kate?
Is the new album all about Kate? Baby, I love you. Maybe I'm amazed at the way I love you all the time.
Love, love, lovely Kate.
Love, love, lovely Kate. La, 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 lovely Katie.
And the way that she scrambles all my eggs.
I like that.
It's like that. Same thing as Paul. We just write songs about our day.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to the deli.
No, how about, I think I'm going to the Oscars. I got to put on a suit today.
Going to London.
People say, like, as if it's a bad thing to have defined people from Versace bring me over a selection of tuxedos and fit me while we sit there and have champagne and strawberries. That's how it happens.
All right, let me take a call.
I can't talk. I don't know what Russell Crowe did before he went, but that's what I did.
Marty, you're on the air.
Yeah, Chris said that his first reaction to Pearl Jam's new album was that he said he wished Eddie Vedder was standing behind Kurt Cobain when the bullet flew out the back of his head.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Well, I read it in Rolling Stone. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm asking.
What about that, Chris?
What are you talking? Yeah, you know what? That's what I said. I didn't read that in Rolling Stone. I hate to tell you, Haas, but when was the last time I was in Rolling Stone magazine?
I have no idea.
Well,
I said Haas. Easy. Listen, everyone's so everyone's so sensitive on this show.
Ready to fight.
You did not say that you wished Eddie Vedder was standing next to Kurt Cobain.
Yes.
Mike, you're on. What's the place? It's a good BS detector.
It's a clearing ground.
It's a clearing ground.
I heard that you said once that
I heard
World War I was a waste of America's military time. Like,
Mike, go ahead. You're on the air.
Good.
Yes.
Hey, do you have a problem with Buck Cherry sounding so much like you guys and almost
I don't. Who cares? I don't care.
Buck Cherry sound like you.
I don't really know what Buck Cherry sound. I don't really know their music.
What the hell is Buck Cherry?
Buck Cherry's a band.
Oh,
where you been, Artie?
I'm sorry.
What's the matter with you? Get it, Chuck
obviously
Berry,
cutting out
Cherry.
pictures of my wife.
Right.
Oh, no, I like her, though. She's
I do like her.
I'd rather talk about Buck Williams.
I like Kate. I like
I'd rather
Kate.
talk about Buck Owens.
What's it like the first time you get into Kate's pants? Let's get down to it.
Howard.
Be honest.
Howard.
Please, don't Howard me. You're a guy. I'm a guy.
Howard, please.
I know you married her. So what?
I'm
He
sorry.
could divorce her too. I ain't waiting that long.
Howard, please.
Did it take you a long time before you got intimate with her? Stop it. Please. You know you want to know too. We all want to know. Please, Steve. Just because you can't ask him the question.
Steve knows. That's why he doesn't care.
Chris.
I thought
Chris, now wait a second. Everybody calm down. This is not a big deal. This is guys talking now.
right.
Yeah.
Chris.
Again with the intimacy.
I don't care how many shamans you go to. I don't care how evolved you are. You're still a man. And men have to talk about sex.
With their partners.
What good is banging Kate Hudson if you can't tell guys how long it took you to get it?
Let's look at...
Did you have to put in okay, let me ask you a different question then. How long do you date her before you realized you were lovers?
Lava.
Come on.
Well,
Where are we?
Well, it was springtime.
No, does it
And we took a walk to the park, and we knew then that we would fall madly in love.
What is it?
You know, I saw Chris with Kate, like, way before Almost Famous came out, and she was in her softball uniform with his belly shirt. She looked so good then.
Holy Christ.
You're a lucky man, Chris.
Yes, I know.
I love belly shirts.
And how long are we dating?
Belly shirts.
Oh, belly shirts. I bet you all Kate wears is belly shirts.
That's all.
She's got a great stomach, Howard.
Yeah, I like that.
No.
Well, you know, that's you have to if you're going to be a movie star.
She's got her mom's ass.
Great ass.
Great ass.
And
Jesus. Great ass.
Well, this is a compliment. This is not bad.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is all.
Hey, Chris, if it makes you feel better,
happy about this. Hey,
you got a great ass too.
Thanks.
Let me see you. You got a great ass.
As God is my witness, that is a great ass.
So, what is your point?
No, I was just saying how hot she looked. I mean, I got to see her close up.
Go ahead, Stephanie. You're on the air. The Black Crowes are going on tour with Oasis, the tour of brotherly love, which is funny. The Black Crowes album Lions is available in stores today. And you can always go to blackcrowes.com for all kinds of information. Yeah, what is
Hi, Chris,
none of which about me and Kate's intimate life.
No, please, I'm a big fan, and I'm really psyched about the album.
Thank you.
Out. And I have tickets to see you guys at Radio City in New York.
Right.
When is that? I'll go to that.
June 7th.
Is that a weekend?
The tickets are in the mail.
Is that a weekend?
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
Oh, I can't go. Can't go. It's a school night.
I have a quick question, too.
Yes.
I just want to know when you guys are going to tour by yourselves again.
What's the difference?
She wants a whole Black Crowes evening.
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't want to be interrupted with the Oasis.
Right, exactly.
Right. Who goes on first? Black Crowes or Oasis? That's got to be a tough situation, right? Did you work that out?
No, we're way bigger than they are.
So you're going
we're
on
all over 6 feet tall. It wasn't even a question.
Seriously,
we went by band height.
How do you work that out? Who goes first?
On this tour, we're going on last.
You are.
Yeah.
And did they try to pull a fast one? And
No. And by the way, I guess in the fall we'll probably do like the proper, Black Crowes extravaganza infomercial evening with.
So I've been a really big fan for a long time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I think she was talking to me, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
No offense.
She didn't ask about an evening with you.
Now, what is this about? Singing. This is called singing.
Soul singing.
Soul singing. I got to get in the studio.
Cascading in blue without a sound. Now I've traded my black feathers for a crown. So feed me milk and honey, lay me down. Lay me down.
Oh, this is nice.
That's why Rich didn't come on the show.
I can almost move to this.
Because if you spoke over it, you'd go ahead, play the song.
What, your brother?
He won't let you talk over the music.
Tell him it's not that kind of show. It's not a music appreciation show.
But it happens. Sometimes people...
It's showbiz.
While music is played.
Yeah. Thank God this song is not about Kentucky Joe from Survivor.
Yeah, I couldn't take that again.
Look around. Show me holy places not yet found.
This is good.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
And we haven't even got to the chorus.
Well, things can go horribly wrong in the chorus. So far, I like it.
It comes around.
put out music. You work. How long did it take you to make a song like this? It's like building a house.
No.
How long?
This song?
Yeah. You wrote it with.
Well, Rich. You know, I mean, I don't know how long Rich had the part, but. Not very, you know what I mean? Every song is different. So,
well, how do you guys do it? He comes in with...
he beats his brother up.
Yeah, he has pieces of music, and he plays them for me, and I'm literally... you know what I mean? Whatever's happening and however we feel, and our music really is just a translation of how we feel at those times. I mean, that's all those songs really are, and a song like that, Rich... It's cool. Really easy, because when Rich plays me a piece of music like that, it's very easy to write down how I feel, and...
Makes you feel something.
Yeah.
I sometimes hear music. I don't feel anything. That's my problem. I can't write songs.
Yeah, you can play for him all day.
Yeah, play for me all day. That'll make a difference. But I like when you and your brother kick each other's asses. On I mean, that's the coolest thing. I mean, you actually physically come to blows sometimes, right?
Not in a while. No.
Really? And you can kick his ass, though, right?
Yeah, totally.
You're 3 years older than him.
Yeah.
He's never been able to best you, huh?
Well, you know what? I mean, I want to be honest. That's like saying, do you think you could kick your dad's ass? You know what I mean? I think
I could kick my father's ass at this point.
You think you're finally over that?
Yeah. How would you do it? Drunk at a wedding?
Glenn, you're on the air.
On the floor. I love you, Dad.
You're on with Chris Robinson and Steve Gorman. The new CD is out, and you just heard the single Soul Singing.
Yeah, I know. I'm going out at lunchtime to buy it. I'm a big fan.
Attaboy, baby. Yeah, right on.
Yeah. About it, baby.
Can't believe you're buying 7
All
copies.
right, Kate, if you're listening, honey, that's one.
Chris.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, is it all right? Would you let me smell your fingers?
Hey, the guy's a fan.
Oh.
Let me smell your fingers. Let somebody. Where is Kate right now? She in town?
Yeah, she's at home.
Damn. Oh, you mean in New York?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys living in New York?
Yeah.
Why don't you invite me over? What's the matter with you guys? What, I can't socialize? What, I'm not good enough?
You live in the city or you live out on the island?
City. You do? Yeah, sure.
Oh, he was kicked off the island.
Yeah. The tribe has spoken.
That's right.
My wife came in and goes, the tribe has spoken. You're out.
His light is out.
I go, what do you mean? You can't do that. I own this house. No, you don't.
Silly Howard.
Love that house. Had a pool and everything.
That's right. Don't speak, just leave.
Hey, Howard, I
got to write a song about it.
McCartney's house, because I do that for a living, and I found some lyrics he wrote for his new girlfriend. You want to hear them?
No.
Oh, come on. It's really good.
All right, what is it?
All right, ready? Here we go. It's, I think it's to the tune of Helter Skelter. It goes, when we get to the bedroom, off comes your prosthetic pop. After hot,
do me a favor.
To the shower we hop. I clean you up.
What happened to stand-up comedy in the 90s, huh?
That guy's a fan.
You don't hang up on him.
To sniff my finger.
He's buying 7 CDs.
All right, certainly somebody must have a good question. Go ahead, Fat Tony. Fat Tony, you're on there.
Hey, Howard. Good show.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris, how many times have you done anal with Kate?
Oh.
What do you know?
Let me tell you something. You are... Fat Tony, let me handle this. This is my guest. There should be a certain amount of respect. You have no respect when you ask a question like that. How dare you? It's a legitimate question, though. How many times have you experienced anal sex?
This is great.
I'm not a fan of it.
Anyway, so
Rich
comes to me with a piece of music.
Go ahead, yeah.
And
when do you invite me over to party with you guys?
Let's go get some beer.
I don't know. I'm too involved in all things anal to have anyone over at the house.
I knew it. Let me smell your fingers.
There was a line that you just crossed. If you'd avoided that, Howard, you would have been a good interview. You would have been there for brunch in an hour.
Really? Damn, I blew it.
He was going to take you home today.
I didn't know you lived. I didn't know you living in New York.
Yeah.
Keep it quiet.
Well, they sure don't socialize with me. Where do you hang out? Where you go, Moomba or something?
Moombas? We
radio studios all the time.
What do you got? The house in the Hamptons?
We're at Chevy's and up the street.
Oh,
and
Rockland.
We're at the Planet Hollywood.
All the different. Yeah, I hear you hang out there.
Yeah.
Hey, anyway, congratulations. The new single is Soul Singing. The new album is out, and it's available in stores today. It's called Lions.
Lions.
Lions. Yes. Not L-Y-I-N-G-S.
No.
And you can also see the Black Crowes on tour with Oasis, which would be a great show. It would be really, really good. I'm going to go see that.
Well, the Black Crowes will be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oasis probably won't be good.
That'll get Liam on the show.
You have to sit through Oasis.
You know what? I tell you, would be good. If we could get Rich awake.
I love Oasis.
I did too.
I think that's a great band.
They're a great band.
Yeah, real good.
And that's a great. I mean, being in a band to us always represented, when we were kids. Obviously, besides what is the word you use on these shows? Poontang.
Oh yeah, you're above that.
I am.
Yeah, but
you know what, Howard? I am.
No,
Please.
you're not.
Yes, I am.
But wait a minute. Sometimes with those aces, one of the brothers just doesn't show up. You never know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like good. They have a good handle on rock drama.
Right.
Those guys.
Well, it's great.
It's worked for them.
It's been a long time since you've been on the show. I'm really glad you came in, and I'm a big fan of the band. You know that. And Chris Robinson, of course, and Steve Gorman, the Black Crowes, Lions, available in stores today. And we'll be back with the news right after these words. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks.